This Sunday, the local club is playing a league match against Crossmolina B. The 2 o'clock start makes its own demands on Martin English, whose pre-match warm-up has included a 300-kilometre journey from Dublin.
Left Dublin this morning at about 9 bells, man. Jesus, I'm wrecked. I had a ball of points there this night down and ended up in Coppers as well, the whole lot, man. Jesus, I'm wrecked. I had to say goodbye to the missus and the sprogs there this morning. Hope to be down around 12. Jeez, actually, if you had a couple of pence there for the toll, I haven't a bean on me, man. I bought a change here, man. Fair play to you, fair play to you, fair play to you. Wasn't much for doing down around Achill. So I headed off to Dublin when I was about 18 years old. Got a job working there as a lion tamer in a circus, man. It was a serious buzz, and I'm hoping I can use some of the old lion taming skills on a few of the boys. I had my eye on Cullum English. He's an animal of a young lad altogether. Do you ever meet him out, man? He's the size of him. Jeez, he wouldn't fit through that roundabout up there, man, I'm telling you. But anyway, get back to the point. Anyway, I started playing a bit of ball up in Dublin. Anyway, up at Thomas Davis, playing a bit of senior football, tipping away, you know. And I was playing up there for a good few years and won a few things here and there. Like not a whole lot to write home about, but I kept going anyway. And just there last year, a few of the boys from home asked me back, you know. So I was delighted to be asked back, you know. Mainly actually to get a chance to play with Cullum English. I heard he was making great strides with the old Mayo 121. They couldn't even get a jersey to fit him there one day the size of him, and he was gone to town on the corner forwards up there, man. They wouldn't even look at him. So I'm seriously looking forward to playing with him anyway and squaring up to him and training him, and he's an animal of a young lad.
It's a long way to travel to stand on the line, but Martin gets his chance after half-time with the match finally poised.
Jeez, what's that there behind me, man? Jesus, that's only Joe English. Look at the stadium. he's a fairy of a young lad. But Jesus, I know a great spot for a few points on the way back if you're interested, actually. You know, Navan's Bar up here, man. You got a great feed as well in the lot, man. We'll have a few points. You don't fancy driving, actually, on the way back, man. You know, I'm a bit wrecked from this night sailing after the game and the whole lot, man. Good on you, good on you. You're a star, man. Good on you. Ackalaboo, man. Ackalaboo.
For over 100 years as footballers, like other islanders, have been reared for export.
A lot of guys leave here to become guards or teachers or even criminals.
People have been leaving Achill since the famine. By the 1950s and 60s, most were heading for jobs in post-war Britain.
I emigrated in 1963 on a boat for England, and I ended up in Africa, where I set up the first African GAA club, the Afro Celts. I came back here and I got involved with the club. It's great to see players like Donald Corrigan flourish under my guidance. It's not an easy job, but I managed to keep him on track. Myself and the Colliacray went to the bog together at 6 in the morning once. We finished at 9 at night, and then he went out practicing shooting for 5 hours. He's glorious.
The GAA Club was founded in 1941 to represent the whole area, but football has also generated self-sufficiency. The last Scanlon Cup was played on its 50th anniversary in 2003, and maybe, unexpectedly, it's been for the best.
It's probably best that we aren't playing in the Scanlon Cup now, because players like Cullum English would probably end up causing grievous bodily harm to someone that might be needed to play for Achill. Really is only a matter of time for the authorities label him as a lethal weapon and put him in some sort of cage.
Achill GAA continues to thrive. Development of facilities has proceeded apace, and for the first time in a generation the club has been fielding 2 senior teams. But the challenge of isolation is still there.
I think the future of the game in Achill is about combined selfless effort, networking globally with players, setting up lads with soft jobs locally, showering together as much as possible, and getting the ball to me as much as possible. That's the way forward, I think.
All of its history, the GAA has maintained links with the Irish language. And on the June bank holiday every year, a tournament is held for clubs from Gaeltacht areas like Achill, Comórtas Pel na Gaeltacht. In 2008, the club represents Mayo in the junior section. Although they lost the previous year's final frustratingly, the setback had proved a turning point.
I think after last year's Comórtas, we really understood what it took to win a game.
We prepared meticulously for this year. I've been doing weights with Joe English. I'm currently benching 150. Joe can't lift that.
This year's Comórtas is being held in Glancollimkille in Donegal. Achill are again making the trip from Mayo and have plans to go a step further.
In training, Colm and I work very hard on getting everybody to pass the ball to us a lot and everyone else to get the fuck out of the way. It's a simple strategy, but we believe it's the best for us as we bring these young players through.
Yeah. Obviously we give the ball to Colm English sometimes, but if he goes on any more solo runs he could kill somebody. Max did try to implement a two-man full forward line, but we quickly returned to just giving the ball to me and Mickey D.
We came up here to do one thing, lads. Give the ball to me, Mickey D. Cockaboo!
The first match was against Naomh Woodha from Donegal, their nemesis from the previous year's final. Demonstrating all the confidence acquired in the intervening year, Achill racked up 3 early goals. But from there, inexplicably, it's all downhill.
Clearly we didn't get enough ball to me to win the game, and losing Donald Corrigan to a red card was a big loss. He's really a beautiful person.
Credit from the 3 early goals runs out quickly, and Achill lose their momentum and eventually their discipline.
On the plus side, we're able to go on the bathroom now that we're out. We're really letting our hair down now and making sure to disrupt all the other teams that are preparing for their upcoming games. Melhouse, get that jersey off ya! You useless bastard, ya! We've all learned a lot throughout the year. Can Achill go forward from here? To quote Colm English, if we pass the ball to me, yes we can. Shut the fuck up, Mickey D. You're talking all fucking weekend.
You can walk my path, you can wear my shoes, learn to talk like me, and be an angel too.
Swear allegiance to Colm English, and you will receive a swift death. Refuse, and you will be purified by pain.
But maybe you ain't never gonna feel this way. You ain't never gonna know me, but I know you. Singing in our things can only get better. Can only get better if we see it through. That means me and I mean you too. So teach me not to think. Can only get better. Can only get. Think it over me, you know. I know that things can only get better.